Hey everyone, welcome to the English Mind channel. I'm Smith and I'm so happy you're here. Let's learn English together, step by step, every single day.
Hello, everyone. I'm Rihana, and I'm excited to guide you on your English learning journey. Stay with us, Fod. Every lesson will help you grow.
Wait. Smith, did you know that 90% of English learners study grammar for years but still can't speak fluently?
That's actually true. And you know what's crazy? It's not because they're bad at English,
Oh my God, then what is it?
it's because they're missing the habits, the daily habits that fluent speakers do without even thinking.
Oh, so it's not about studying more, it's about doing things differently.
Exactly. And today, we're revealing all 10 habits of fluent English speakers. I'm Smith.
And I'm Rihanna. Welcome back to the English Mind, where we make English learning fun, natural, and actually useful.
And hey, before we jump in, if you want to speak English fluently, smash that like button right now.
Yes, and subscribe to our channel because we drop new lessons every week.
Also, drop a comment below and tell us, which habit are you going to start today?
Okay, let's go. So, Smith, what's habit number one?
All right. Habit number one is they think in English, not translate.
Ooh, this is so important. Honestly, I used to translate everything in my head.
Like what?
Okay, so if I wanted to say I'm hungry, I would first think it in my language, then translate it to English, then speak. It took forever.
Right, and that's why you sound slow and unnatural. Fluent speakers don't translate. They think the English words directly.
But Smith, how do you start thinking in English? It sounds impossible.
It's actually easier than you think. Start small. When you see an object, say the English word in your mind. Like you see a cup, think cup. You see a dog, think dog.
Oh, so you're training your brain to connect objects with English words directly?
Exactly. And then when you're doing daily activities, narrate them in English, like I'm brushing my teeth, I'm making coffee, I'm walking to work.
Okay, so basically talk to yourself in English all day.
Yes, I know it sounds weird, but it works. Your brain starts building English pathways instead of translation pathways.
Hmm. You know what? I actually did this. I remember one time I was cooking and I just started describing everything. I'm cutting the onions. Now I'm adding salt.
See? And I bet after a few days, it felt more natural, right?
Yes! Oh my God, it really did. Okay, comment below if you're gonna try this. Tell us, will you start thinking in English today?
All right. Habit number three, they listen actively, not passively.
Oh, I know this one. So, actually focus when you're listening?
Yes, but it's more than that. Active listening means you're analyzing how people speak, not just what they say.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Let's say you're watching a movie. A passive listener just enjoys the story. But an active listener notices things like, oh, he said gonna instead of going to.
Oh, so you're paying attention to pronunciation, contractions, slang?
Exactly. You're learning how native speakers actually talk, not how textbooks say they talk.
Because textbooks are so formal. Nobody says, I am going to in real life.
Right. They say, I'm gonna. So if you only study from textbooks, you'll sound like a robot.
Oh my God, I had a student once who said, Good morning, how do you do? To a cashier at McDonald's.
Oh no, that's so formal. What did the cashier say?
She just looked confused and said, Uh, I'm good. It was so awkward.
See, that's what happens when you don't listen to how real people speak. You end up using outdated or overly formal language.
So, guys, here's your homework. Watch one English video today, but don't just watch it, study it. Notice how people speak.
Yes, and write down any phrases or expressions that sound natural. Then practice using them.
Love it. Okay, habit number five. What is it, Smith?
Habit number 5, they use new words immediately.
Oh, yes. Don't just learn words, actually use them.
Exactly, because here's the problem. Most learners collect vocabulary like Pokemon cards. They write words down, but never actually use them.
Pokemon cards. That's so accurate, though.
Right? They have notebooks full of words, but in conversation, they forget everything.
I've been there. I remember learning the word exhausted, and I was so excited.
Let me guess, you forgot to use it.
Yes. And then a week later, someone asked how I was feeling, and I said, I'm very, very tired instead of I'm exhausted.
Exactly. That's because you didn't use the word right away. Fluent speakers use new words the same day they learn them.
So, like, if you learn exhausted in the morning, you should use it that afternoon?
Absolutely. Force yourself to create sentences, text a friend, talk to yourself, write it down, just use it.
Hmm. You know what's a fun trick? I sometimes create weird sentences just to remember words.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Okay, when I learned the word procrastinate, I said, I love to procrastinate by watching cat videos.
That's perfect because it's funny and personal, so you'll remember it.
Exactly. Okay, guys, comment below what's a new word you learned recently? Use it in a sentence for us.
Love it. All right, habit number 5, they embrace mistakes.
Oh, this is a big one. Honestly, this was the hardest for me
Yeah? Why?
because I was so scared of making mistakes. Like, I would rather stay quiet than say something wrong.
And that's exactly why you stayed at the same level for so long, right?
Ah, yes, it's so true. I wasted months being scared.
Right. But fluent speakers, they don't care about mistakes. They just keep talking.
But, like, what if people laugh at you?
Then laugh with them. Seriously. I remember one time I was in a restaurant and I accidentally said I'd like a bread chicken instead of fried chicken.
Oh no, what did the waiter say?
He smiled and said, "You mean fried chicken?" And I said, "Yeah, sorry, my English is still learning."
Oh, that's actually cute. And I bet he didn't judge you at all.
Not at all. In fact, he was super patient. Most people don't care about your mistakes, they care about your effort.
Honestly, that's so true. I've never judged someone for making a mistake in my language.
Exactly. So, why do we think people will judge us? It's all in our heads.
Ah, so true. Okay, guys, here's your challenge. Make one mistake in English today on purpose, just to prove to yourself that nothing bad happens.
I love that. Okay, habit number 6. They repeat, repeat, repeat.
Ooh, so like practice the same thing over and over?
Yes, fluent speakers don't learn something once and move on. They repeat until it becomes automatic.
Hmm. Can you explain what you mean by automatic?
Sure, automatic means you don't have to think about it. Like when someone says, "How are you?" you automatically say, "I'm good, thanks," without thinking.
Oh, so it's like muscle memory.
Exactly. Your mouth just knows what to say. And the only way to get there is through repetition.
So, like, if you want to say, I'm looking forward to it, naturally, you have to practice it like 50 times?
At least 50 times, maybe even 100, until it rolls off your tongue effortlessly.
Okay, let's do a quick practice right now. Everyone watching, repeat after me. I'm looking forward to it.
Again, I'm looking forward to it.
One more time. I'm looking forward to it.
See how smooth that sounds? That's what repetition does.
Yes. Okay. Habit number 7. What's next?
Habit number 7, they immerse themselves in English daily.
Oh, so like surround yourself with English everywhere?
Exactly. Fluent speakers don't just study English for 1 hour a day, they live in English.
Mm. But what if you don't live in an English speaking country?
Great question. You create your own English environment. Change your phone to English, watch English videos, listen to English music, read English news.
Oh, wait, I did this. I changed my phone to English, and at first it was so confusing.
What happened?
I couldn't find the settings. I was like, wait, where's the button? But after a week, I got used to it.
See? And now you probably don't even notice it's in English, right?
Exactly. It just feels normal now. Oh my God, guys, you have to try this. Comment below if you're gonna change your phone to English today.
All right, habit number 8. They learn phrases, not just words.
Oh, this is so important. Honestly, this changed everything for me.
Yeah? Tell us about it.
Okay, so I used to learn individual words like take, make, do, but I didn't know how to use them.
Right, because English is all about collocations and phrases.
Yes, like you don't say do a shower, you say take a shower. You don't say make homework, you say do homework.
Exactly. And if you learn phrases instead of words, you'll sound way more natural.
So, like, instead of learning the word appointment, learn the phrase make an appointment.
Perfect. Or instead of just learning mind, learn never mind, do you mind your own business.
Oh, I love this. So, you're learning how the word is actually used.
Exactly, because knowing a word is useless if you don't know how to use it in a sentence.
Ah, so true. Okay, guys, here's your homework. Pick one word and learn 3 phrases with that word.
Great idea. All right, habit number 9. They ask questions constantly.
Oh, so like they're always curious?
Yes, fluent speakers never stop asking, what does this mean? How do I say that? Why is it said this way?
But doesn't that feel annoying? Like asking too many questions?
Not at all. In fact, native speakers love when you ask questions. It shows you're interested and serious about learning.
Really? I always thought people would get annoyed.
Nope. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I asked questions all the time, and people were so happy to help.
Oh, that's actually really sweet. So, like, if you don't understand something, just ask?
Absolutely. Say things like, what does that mean? Or, can you explain that? Or, how do you pronounce this?
Oh, I love this. So, you're turning every conversation into a learning opportunity.
Exactly. Fluent speakers are always in student mode, even when they're already advanced.
So true. Okay, comment below what's something in English you've been too shy to ask about. Ask us now.
Yes, drop your questions. We read all the comments. All right, last one. Habit number 10. They speak even when it's uncomfortable.
Oh man, this is the hardest habit.
I know, but it's also the most important because fluency doesn't come from comfort, it comes from pushing yourself.
Ugh, so true. I remember my first time speaking English in public. I was shaking.
What happened?
Okay, so I was at a cafe and I wanted to order coffee. I practiced in my head like 10 times. Can I have a latte, please?
And then?
And then when it was my turn, I froze. I just pointed at the menu like a baby.
Oh no. But you know what? That's totally normal.
Really?
Yes, everyone feels uncomfortable at first, but the more you do it, the easier it gets.
Honestly, that's so true. Now I can order coffee without even thinking.
Exactly, because you push through the discomfort, and that's what fluent speakers do every single day.
So, like, even when you feel scared, just speak anyway?
Yep, feel the fear and speak anyway, because on the other side of that fear is fluency.
Oh, Smith, that's actually really motivating.
Thanks, but seriously, everyone watching, I want you to promise yourself something.
Oh, what?
Promise that you'll speak English at least once today, even if it's just to yourself. Even if it's just one sentence, just speak.
Yes. Comment below and make that promise. Say, I will speak English today.
All right, let's do some quick role play practice to wrap this up. Rihanna, you ready?
Always. What's the scenario?
Okay, you're at a hotel reception and you need to check in. I'll be the receptionist. Go.
Hello? I have a reservation under the name Rihana.
Ah, yes. Welcome. Can I see your ID, please?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thank you. You're in room 305 on the third floor. Here's your key. Breakfast is from 7 to 10 a.m.
Perfect. Oh, wait, is there Wi Fi?
Yes, the password is on the card in your room. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you so much.
See, that was smooth. Okay, next scenario. I'm a customer at a restaurant and you're the waiter. Go.
Good evening. Welcome to our restaurant. How many people?
Just one, please.
Great. Follow me. Here's your table. Can I start you off with something to drink?
I'll have water, please.
Still or sparkling?
Still, please.
Perfect. I'll be right back with your water and menu.
Awesome. See how natural that sounded? Okay, last one. You're at the airport check-in counter and I'm the staff. Ready?
Yes. I'm checking in for flight 203 to London.
Passport and ticket, please.
Here you are.
Thank you. Any bags to check?
Yes, just this one suitcase.
All right, please place it on the scale. Perfect. Window or aisle seat?
Window, please.
Done. Here's your boarding pass. Gate 12 boarding starts at 3 p.m. Have a safe flight.
Thank you.
Excellent. See, everyone, these are the kinds of conversations you need to practice.
Yes, and honestly, once you practice these a few times, they become so easy.
Exactly. So, guys, here's your homework. Pick one of these scenarios and practice it 10 times this week.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's recap the 10 habits real quick.
Number 1, think in English. Number 2, talk to yourself. Number 3, listen actively.
Number 4, use new words immediately. Number 5, embrace mistakes. Number 6, repeat, repeat, repeat.
Number 7, immerse yourself daily. Number 8, learn phrases, not just words. Number 9, ask questions constantly.
And number 10, speak even when it's uncomfortable.
Perfect. So, guys, which habit are you going to start today? Comment below.
Yes! And if this video helped you, please hit that like button. It really helps us keep making these lessons for you.
And don't forget to subscribe. We post new lessons every single week.
Aw, you guys, honestly, learning English is a journey. Some days will be easy, some days will be hard.
But if you stick with these 10 habits, I promise you'll see improvement not in weeks, but in days.
Yes, you've got this. We believe in you.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next class.
Bye, guys. Keep practicing and stay fluent.
See you soon.